Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today, I will be looking at the RLRS playoff scenarios before all the Week 5 matches that are next Friday night, because I couldn't think of a better video to do. So here we go, so let's get started. So the first region we're going to look at is Europe, because it's a little bit simpler than North America is this season. So if we look at the standings here, 4 teams have already been eliminated essentially. They cannot clinch top 4, they cannot reach top 4. So basically, the top 4 teams are vying for a spot at top 2, which is promotion tournament. Like top 2 spots go to promotion relegation tournament with the bottom 2 RLCS teams. So the first match is Method versus Copenhagen. So basically, Method needs a win to continue trying to reach the other competitors who are above them, and Copenhagen's just out. They're 0-5, so a win should be pretty easy here for Method. The next match is Clappers versus Nordevine. Both teams are already out, so it's pretty much, it doesn't matter, which is why there's not much written there. So the next match after that is Copenhagen versus Red Reserve. If Red can win it, then they clinch top 2. If they lose, then we're having to look at goal differential and game differential to see which team should be in top 2 and which one should not after everyone's already finished. And our last match is Clappers versus Savage. So Clappers are already out, so if Savage can win, they clinch top 2. And at this point, we'll already know all the scores from all the other games. And then if they lose, well, at that point, we'll already know what to expect there as well. But all 4 of these teams will be returning next season, and the 4 teams in red will not be. So, good luck to them to requalify. So now let's move on to North America. If we look at the standings here, there are 6 teams vying for 4 spots. Hosses and Magicians are already out, sadly. So no one's clinched top 2 yet. And there's only 2 teams that have been completely knocked out, so that means there's 6 teams playing for 4 spots, and that means it's going to be a fun week with lots of if-then scenarios. So our first match is Manhattan versus Applesauce, 5 versus 6. Both of these teams need this game to win, and if they don't, well, if Applesauce doesn't win, they can't reach top 4. They will be knocked out of RLRS next season. They will have to requalify, and if they win, then things start to get interesting. In match 2, we have Bread versus Compadres. Bread and Splice have already clinched top 4 at this point, so they will be returning next season. So for Bread, this is just trying to clinch top 2. And for Compadres, they have to beat Bread in order to remain on the hunt for their top 4 spot. Match 3 is Manhattan versus Splice. So this is Manhattan's second match of the day, or will be on Friday. And Splice, like I said, if they've already clinched top 4 with their current record, so all they have to do is win to clinch top 2, based on the other results, obviously. So in Manhattan, after their first match, we will know how much they need to win. If they win their first match, this will get them into top 4. But if they lost their first match, they have to hope the Compadres lost, and then Splice is trying to clinch top 2. But if Bread wins and Splice doesn't, then things start to get a little bit shady concerning top 2, but Splice will definitely be returning next season, no matter what. And match 4 is Compadres versus Magicians, Compadres' second match of the day. And of course, it all depends on Manhattan's matches, so basically, matches 1, 2, and 3 all culminate in match 4, which basically will, at that point, the standings will be, we will understand what each team has to do to win, how many goals they have to score, how many games they have to win, etc. So yeah, so that's match 4 is going to be the most important match. or could be the most important match, as well as the least important match, depending on the 3 previous matches. So in conclusion, Manhattan Compadres play twice, Bread and Slice are guaranteed top 4, and Peeps and Applesauce are just there to do it as well, and they only have 1 game to try to keep their spot, or in Applesauce's case, get their spot, since currently they're in 6th. But yeah, so North America is definitely going to be more exciting than Europe, in my opinion, because there's 6 teams for 4 spots, as opposed to in Europe there's only 4 teams for 4 spots. And just for the fun of it, I threw OCE in here because I like looking at OCE stuff, plus Chiefs. Enough said. So here are the standings. Chiefs and Tainted Minds have both clinched one of the top 4 spots, which I think goes into a regional finals thing, similar to how the RLCS works. But since there's only one OCE league, I decided to chuck it in here because I didn't want them to feel left out. So 4 teams going for 2 spots. Their week 5 is this upcoming Saturday, so not today, but Saturday from now, once this gets uploaded. Ground Zero and Avant Gaming have already lost their spot, both teams sitting on a 1-5 record. Basically, like I said before, OCE isn't an RLRS league, but I wanted to showcase OCE. And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully that was informative, or if not, I'm sorry, but I hope you've enjoyed at least listening to my voice or something. I don't know. I just hope you've enjoyed reading through this with me, and hopefully you understand what's going to happen. If you don't care, I'm sorry. This is a waste of your time, but you read the title and you clicked on it, so anyway. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I'll actually be back with a real Rocket League video next week. This week has just been really crazy with a bunch of stuff going on. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.